Like I said, my name is Nancy Hoffmeister. I just tried to make a fun beginning slide because normally we do these trainings in person. But I always want to go to the islands and feel like I can escape from this lovely house of mine. And so today we're going to escape to the islands and do a little membership training. So here is my contact information. I am the 31st District PTSA Chair, Membership Chair, working with Barbara, Colleen, and many others to make your membership chair experience a little bit easier, a little user-friendly. The one biggest question I'm going to answer for you all right now is we have no idea what's going to happen for next school year. That's up to LA Unified. They will determine everything. I can speculate, being a teacher, I can speculate what will happen, but I'm not going to say anything just because the district is in charge of all of that. We will go with the flow. So as of right now, plan to launch your membership campaign digitally until you hear otherwise. Okay, so what does it mean to be a membership chair? You are the person that plans the annual membership campaign. What does that mean? Membership allows you to have a little bit of a voice, to have a little bit of a say in your school and how things are run and how things are done. You try to get materials from the chair that was your predecessor. You want to not recreate the wheel. You want to try and keep that wheel going as it is a nice circle and just keep it going. You want to download material off of the CAPTA, C-A-P-T-A website. Did I say that right? I hope. I think I missed a letter. But it has a toolkit on there, and it is wonderful with a lot of tools that I'm going to go over today, and I'll share on the screen and show you the documents. But I want you all to go on there and download these documents for yourself, because I can talk all day, but they're really well written out by the California PTA. So let's use their materials and again, not recreate the wheel. You want to attend all the meetings. You want to have a voice. You want to say how your membership drive is going to happen. And you also want to have a very good relationship with your PTA, PTSA president, as well as the school principal. Or if you're in a middle school or high school, sometimes it's not the principal, but another admin that you have a good relationship with. So you want to build that relationship from day one, introduce yourself, say what your job is, ask them how they've worked with any other chairs in the past, and how they would like your job to go from that point forward. So who's the person you send communication to for approval? What's the process? Usually you go to your PTA president, the president goes to the principal. Does the principal want you going directly to them? Find out that chain of command. There's some expressions of ask for forgiveness later. This is not one of them. You have to have approval to do anything. You want to also get a committee. You do not want to do this membership job by yourself. So I would say grab your friends, grab the people that you know that you can count on and you can trust, who will help you sit at tables, be at events. I'm speaking in terms of if we're going back to school, but if not, maybe host a Zoom call like this, send out correspondence, create flyers for you. So as we've had to do for the last almost 4 months to turn everything digital, you might have to create an entire digital campaign and you're just sending out message after message after message. So be prepared for being in person at school as well as a completely digital campaign. Make sense? Okay, so next, what does your school charge for membership? That is determined by the bylaws, and that is under Article 4, which is your membership and dues. So if your school has determined the membership dues are $6, you can't just come in and say, well, I think we need to charge $10. There is a due process, and Barbara and the district PTA office, along with your unit PTA presidents, they help you go through that process of the bylaws. You can't just create things out of thin air. You have to follow a system of order. So you have to go into the bylaws, ask the chair from last year, ask your PTA president. If your bylaws had to be reviewed and updated, maybe they changed the membership due fee, but be sure to go there and check that first. Why? My glasses are on, but I'm still figuring them out, people, sorry. Why should someone join PTA, PTSA? The member becomes part of the advocacy group that benefits their child. So if you want to have a voice in your child's school, you absolutely want to join membership. You can come to the meetings. It is called PTSA because the S is for students. So you want parents, you want your teachers and administrators, and absolutely encourage the students to join. Some students come to the meeting and it's really cute to hear a child's perspective on why they like an event or don't like an event that you were thinking of having. So get everybody involved. And I highly, highly, highly recommend, it's going to be a little tricky on the digital end, I highly recommend getting those teachers involved. Schools that have a higher teacher enrollment and membership tend to have a better participation all around because the teachers have bought into your program. Therefore, the students will buy into the program, the parents will buy into the program. So you want to get everybody involved. My history is I've come from Darby Elementary, Novell Middle School, and my older ones are in a private high school. So I have experience with elementary and middle school membership. So I know a lot about those. If you need to reach out to me, I will have the contact information up at the end as well again. Okay, the next slide. So you're the membership chair. You've got a lot of information thrown at you. If it's your first year, you're like, what do I do? How do I do this? My best advice is to create some kind of a system that works for you at your school. Again, I'll give you samples of an elementary school and I'll give you samples of how it can work at a middle school / high school because you've got a bigger population and it's a lot of work. If you are at a middle school or high school, you really need to get probably a good committee of 5 to 6 people who are committed to come in, sort through the membership papers. Again, if it goes digital, we'll have to adjust. Who can help you track the records, who can help you look through all of the membership cards once they're either printed out, written out, make sure all the information's correct, get out everything to the schools. So here's my little system sample that I created that was not, I didn't create on my own, I followed somebody else's system. So again, let's not recreate the wheel. Try to take some of these tips, use whatever your membership chair before you was doing at your school, and see if you can't create a system to make it less work for you. Because I don't know about you ladies, but my husband would wring my neck if I brought home a stack of papers this big every day and said, oh, I have to spend 2 or 3 hours to do membership. So don't make your husbands mad at you. My husband wasn't mad, but you know, in funny terms, he would be like, you have to do all this work, but it really wasn't because I had other people helping me. So just remember, less work is better. Have a process where you can check in all the papers in one spot. If your school has a PTA box in their cubbies where the teachers have cubbies, that's great. That's a great spot for you to put it. But remember, it's money. You do not want to leave that laying around for very long. Again, if we go 100% digital, Totem is probably going to become your best friend. And Barbara will hopefully help me answer lots of Totem questions because I'm still learning that system, but getting more familiar with it all the time. But if you're at a physical school, you have a slot, put all of your membership papers in there, collect them either daily, every other day, whatever your system is, put all the cash and checks into separate piles, count it out. I'm sure by now you guys all know you must have a checks and balance system with money at your school. Never count alone, never be alone in a room by yourself and have thousands or hundreds of dollars and then money's missing. You're the person accountable for that money. Always make sure you count with another person present. And then you can fill out the check deposit form or check verification form, I believe it's called, right there, and you're done. You're ready to go. Stick it in the safe or wherever you put your money. I talked about the cash verification form. Create an online Excel spreadsheet. If you, ladies and gentlemen, are familiar with Excel, it is a wonderful system to track all of the records. You can put in the check numbers, you can put in whose name is actually the member, you can put in what name is on the check. If somebody before you, like I was lucky enough to have, created a great Excel spreadsheet, ask them for it. All you have to do is delete all the old information, add in all the new information. If you're at a middle school or high school, or even an elementary school, you can create different tabs for every homeroom, different tabs for every grade level. So if you are familiar with Excel, and I believe I'm getting more familiar with the Google documents, I think it's called Sheets in Google, same concept. and that one you can access from anywhere. Google Sheets is actually a little easier because anybody can have access to it, and you can have multiple people working on the spreadsheet at once. Again, multiple helpers makes for less work for you. Be able to announce the class percentages of which class in each grade level, or if it's just elementary, which class overall has the highest numbers. Try to create an incentive system. Kids love contests. Kids love incentives. So if you know where the totals are, either weekly or bi-weekly, whatever your system creates. Remember, membership is a very short drive. We're not talking months. Membership lasts all year, but your beginning of the year drive is usually only 6 to 8 weeks. So during those 6 to 8 weeks, that's your biggest push for membership, but then you keep pushing for it with a winter drive, a spring drive, or even a pre-summer drive. Membership goes all year round. Create little incentives, the kids will love you for it. Have a place where you can announce the highest classes, like on a bulletin board, or again, if we have to go digitally, ask your PTA president if there's a website, if you can post it on that website. Ask the school if there's a PTA tab on their website. Ask them if you can use that and put up some information. Try to always highlight your membership drive. I know it's a little bit of work. It's just a very short time during the actual drive, but it makes for a lot of joy in a lot of little people's lives. And some teachers get very competitive too. They want their class at the top. They want 100% participation. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go next year if it's all digital, but it's still manageable, guys. The schools will help you as much as they can. I highly recommend when the cards come out to print labels that have your school name and your unit number on it. And then you can write in the person's name and just stick it right onto the card. It makes for an easier system than having to write out everybody's name, your school name over and over and over, the unit number over and over and over. Again, try to make your system work. The schools usually have some labels. If not, even in middle school, I think I've printed out 13 to 20 sheets maximum, and I don't mind giving that out of my stock, but always ask the school. A lot of the schools have supplies. Make sure you're using whatever PTA supplies are there. Okay. Barbara, I believe I saw a lot of questions. You're answering the questions, right? Yes. Okay. So that is just a sample of how you can create a membership system. Yours at your school may look a little bit different, but go ahead and adjust it according to your needs. Or if you're like me in a type A and you like things very orderly and maybe it wasn't from the person before, but do not try to recreate the whole system or you're going to have a lot of extra work for yourself, unless you want a lot of work. All right, next topic. Barbara, give me a thumbs up. Are we doing okay on questions over there? Yeah, okay, thank you. Membership cards, how do you get more? You will get a set of membership cards, and the number that you get is based on your membership number from the previous year. So last year, Barbara and I went through and we had every unit, every school, we saw the numbers, we counted out that many sheets so that every school got a good amount to start off their year. When you need more membership cards, and again, this may need to be adjusted if things are a little bit different in our world with the quarantine, with schools not being physically out on the campuses. Barbara is in the PTA office, usually 2 to 3 times a week. We have something like that. We have 2 lovely ladies that are always in there that are always willing to help you as well. And to get more cards, you have to follow a system, which is you have to get the money deposited with your treasurer, the school treasurer. The school treasurer has to write a check for, let's say your membership is $8. So you have 100 members times $8. You need a check for $800 to go to the district treasurer, which is still Ira, I believe. And he will get that to the district to say, yes, you may pick up more cards. Now, remember, this process might take 2 to 3 days to a week, depending, again, how we're digital, how it's going to look in the fall might be slightly different. But on a normal day, Ira is very quick to let the district office know that Darby Elementary just paid for 20 more memberships, that you can go in and pick up 20 more cards. So as fast as you get the money deposited with your treasurer pays the district treasurer tells the district office, then you can pick up cards. If you go to the district office, the ladies are super, super sweet, but they cannot give you cards unless they've gotten approval from IRA first. All right?
No, not true.
No? Who's that? Okay. Once the payments have cleared and IRA has verified the payment, the 31st office, you can go there and pick up your cards. So I think I covered all of that. Membership perks and incentives. Remember before when I said you're doing your membership drive, it's a great idea to have perks and incentives. Some local businesses are great to give you little incentive cards. We have gotten some in the past from Skateland. Handel's Ice Cream, which is also local, has also given us a good amount of cards for a free ice cream scoop that you can use for your top class, your top achievers. We've gotten free entrance from Aquarium of the Pacific or a discounted entrance price, Legoland, and a few others. A lot of them have also gone digital, so you won't get a physical card or flyer from them, but you will get a digital flyer that you can pass on to your members. And then on the PTA website, there are also some local discounts and state discounts, such as car rentals, that are available. And that you can, we will be, be sending that out in the membership packets as they go out. And the QR code. Does everyone know what a QR code is? It's kind of a square digital box. I tried to find a picture and insert this. I'm still learning slides. I'm switching from a PC to a Mac, and I didn't quite learn how to do slides very well yet. But a QR code is a way for your members to go directly into Totem and sign up on your school site for membership. Every school will have a unique QR code, and the QR code can be sent out on all your paper and paperless communication, and the link will allow them to sign up for membership through Totem. And that is leading to, sorry, wasn't switching screens, to Totem. And Barbara, this is where I may need you to step in a little bit because you're my Totem expert. Totem is our online membership system that allows parents to sign up for membership at home, their office, wherever they're at, your phone. A great way to do it is you can take your phone. If you have the QR scanner on your phone, you can click on it. It'll take you right to the Totem system to pay for your membership. It is a great way to attract more parents who are busy and don't make it to the school often. And also right now with quarantine, where I haven't been at my kids' school site in over 3 months, other than to clear out lockers or drop off things, but there's no more parent interaction. There's no parent events. And those are the events that we would always be at to get the membership. So now, again, create a great digital system. Be prepared to send out most of your communication, especially for the beginning of the year, digitally. Make sure you add that QR code to everything. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. Alert system. I'm sure your phones are all going off. Okay. There has been a comment in the past that there's some fees by Totem. That's by Totem. Again, it's them. We can't do anything about it. I'm not going to get into a discussion about it, but we can address your concerns about that individually later. The online membership through Totem, you will not get a physical card. You get a digital card sent to you. So if someone is asking, where's my membership card? Remind them that Totem is all digital, therefore they got a digital card. They will not be added into our account for the physical cards for each school. All right. Then we have, I cross my fingers on this one and hope that at some point we can have a membership dinner because they're really fun. It's great to highlight all the schools, fingers, toes, everything's crossed. And if you do the membership contest, it's a lot of fun. A lot of schools get the kids involved. A lot of schools get parents involved. You can make a poster that has to have this criteria. And everybody, if you have this criteria, you're in the running. If you're missing one item from this criteria, we automatically take your poster out of the contest. So there's not a lot to add to it. The totem QR code was one that I know we missed from a lot of people last year. If all you can do is digitally cut and paste it from another piece of paper, from a flyer, awesome. Go ahead and do that. Let's see. So let's go through really quick what the poster must have. Well, let's cross our fingers and toes that we can still have a poster contest, and it might turn into a membership digital flyer contest. So again, we're going to adjust according to all the needs that come about by LA Unified for this school year. So on the poster, you have to have your unit's name. For example, Darby Elementary wait, they changed their name. Darby Avenue Elementary, I think. It used to be Darby Avenue Charter. Or it could be Nobel Middle School, Alfred Nobel Middle School. However the title, you put it on there, that's your unit name. Your council's name, that would be Northwest Council, for example. But then you must also have the 31st District PTSA title on there. You must have the dates of the membership drive. That will vary from every school. It will be different. Your drive could be from August 1st to September 15th. Your drive could be, I'm not even sure the beginning of the school date. I did not look that one up, but usually it's around August 15th, 18th to say September 15th, September 30th. Whenever your membership drive is, you just have to add those dates on the poster. The cost per membership, again, $6, $8, $10. You'll find that in your bylaws. Post a totem QR code, just take a digital copy, tape it on there. And the size cannot be any larger than a 36 by 24 poster. Those are the posters if you go to like the Dollar Tree or Staples. Do not get the ginormous big ones that are sheets and sheets of paper. Just make it simple and not too big, please. You will also be getting credit for, this is kind of what we judge you guys on. It's your membership theme, your originality and creativity, appropriate for your grade level, especially kid-made ones. Those ones we love the best. And the overall layout of the poster. And I'm going to, only because this is blocking my screen, just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to change. And here's some examples of some posters from last year. These were the middle school posters. And I don't know if you can see my cursor too well, but this one right here in the middle, Robert Milliken Middle School, is the one that won for last year. So this can give you an idea of what a poster can look like. Really elegant in lots of detail, or pretty simple with words. It's up to you guys. And actually, this is Darby right here on the far left, which is an elementary school. So I think they kind of got squeezed, two tables got squeezed together. Oops, wrong picture. That would be my son and Kelly. And here are the elementary school, most of the elementary school posters. So again, sorry that is a little bit farther away. I have some closer up ones that I can always send to people, but this was the quickest way to show you an overview of what all the posters look like, to give you an idea if you've never done this before. It can be simplistic. I know that, I can't see, this one here with Woody and Buzz was definitely made by a child. This one here that says Families Unite, that was definitely made by a child. That was, I believe, I want to say Patrick Henry. Or Andesol, one of the elementary schools. So any questions on the posters? Here's, again, elementary and some middle school ideas. Okay, now I hope I can get back to, yep. All right, so just a little bit more. The membership dinner that I briefly mentioned, we cross our fingers and toes and everything else and hope that we can actually have this next year. If not, I'm not sure, haven't talked with Barbara, what's gonna happen. We'll figure it out. So everything is to be determined, but this is where the schools get their awards for the membership poster. You can do school challenges. It's all about membership and to thank you for all your hard work for membership, the membership chair, and for your school. And that's it on my part. What I'd like to do really quickly while I have the share screen is to go quickly through some of the documents that are on the California PTA website. I'm not going to go through it all. I'm hoping you guys will all have it downloaded, or hopefully they were all downloaded from a previous membership chair, shared with you, passed down to you. Oh, not that one, sorry. This one on the toolkit is called Job Description for the Membership Chair. This one gives a lot of detailed information on what you could do, how to develop a membership plan, implementing the plan, collecting membership dues. Again, if we have to go digitally, there's going to be some adjustments made for that. Ideas on how to distribute the membership cards. When I have done it, we have either stapled the membership card and the incentive cards together and sent it to the child's homeroom. Even in middle school and high school, you're usually dealing with the homeroom, or some schools call it advisory, whatever the homeroom's official name is. Or you can put them in a Ziploc bag. Again, Ziplocs will add expense. So we just found stapling the items all together, sticking it in the homeroom class in a bigger envelope worked pretty well. And then just some ongoing responsibilities of remembering that membership is year-long, not just your membership drive in the fall. You want to keep going. You want to keep pushing the parents. And especially if some of the rumors are correct and we're digital for quite a few months, you really, really need to make sure that digital push is weekly, not daily. You don't want to overwhelm the parents. I would say digitally should be weekly, and some good, detailed, simplified information. Again, I'm not going to go through all of this because it's a lot of details. Parents aren't going to go through all of this if you send out a flyer this detailed. Simple, concise. Another sheet that has been shared, and I'm actually going to send this to you, Barbara. I oopsed and forgot to. I realized as I was pulling up my documents today that I did not, but Barbara will gladly share this. It's membership theme ideas. If you come up with a theme and you don't know what, if you don't know what theme to come up with for your school, this sheet has a lot of great ideas that have been used in the past. And again, if you go on Pinterest, if you just Google names or membership drives, there's so many great ideas out there for you. And another document that we were given along the way is ways to increase the PTA membership. And I copied and pasted, this is just in Word form, but this is all from the PTA website. I tried to get the most updated information. And challenges. At the membership dinner, we like to do little challenges between the schools. So I'm going to hold off on this one, crossing fingers, figuring out how we can do this digitally. It might even be fun if we do it digitally. And once I get from Colleen and Barbara more information on how we move forward for the fall, we'll give it to you guys. How to engage teachers to join PTA. Remember, teachers are your lifeline. They are your support system. They are your guide to get you to the students. If you don't have the teachers buy-in, it's a lot harder to get to the students and parents. So again, Barbara, my apologies for not sending you these sooner. When you said that earlier, I went, uh-oh, kind of forgot that. But here's some great ideas that were shared off of the PTA website in the past, passed down to me, on how you can engage the teachers. And then here's a membership marketing plan. Again, you can see it's right from the California State PTA website on how to create that. And I'm going to jump over here to, this is what we did last year for the membership poster contest. So you can see, even for yourselves, how to create a very simple digital file or flyer, excuse me. This is a Word document, or it could be Google Docs. Again, I'm an old-fashioned PC user moving over to Mac and using Google Drive much more, so I'll try to use all the terms for you. So last year, our theme was Every Member Matters, and the schools tried to tie their membership poster into that theme. I don't know if you noticed, but this circle of the hands was on several of the posters, and I know one poster in particular, I remember the hands were all intertwining like that. So we give you the details, we tell you when the dinner is, when the poster has to be turned in, and again, there's the criteria for it, but this is a very simplistic flyer, and that can be sent out to all of your parents and staff, depending on how we start the fall. So Barbara, that is pretty much my training, and I will leave this up here in case anybody would like to write down or take a screenshot. I love our phones. When I do Zoom calls or training, I'm sitting there clicking away because I want to get everything, and I see a few phones, so thank you guys. And Barbara, did you have anything to add that I may have missed, or any updates you may have?
Couple of things. You should know that I promise you everything is going to be off campus for, at the very least, the fall semester. So plan on a digital campaign. Even if kids are on campus, parent groups will not. They're going to try and minimize contact. So if you are not on Totem, I strongly recommend getting on Totem. Yes, there's the fee involved, and let me justify that fee for you. If you use PayPal or Venmo, they will also charge a fee, but they're not going to do the back work like Totem does. Totem does the per capita. That means all of the money that goes to your council, district, state, and national. Totem creates an electronic membership list for you, and Totem sends out an electronic digital membership card and then links them to all of the national and state incentives that are available. So, and then you don't have to do any of that. Membership just happens. And the following year, all of those people who signed up on Totem, come the very first couple of weeks of July, Totem will, if they opted to, automatically renew them, which is amazing, because maybe your past PTA president who graduated out last year, who loves her PTA, she might not make the effort to come back onto campus and ask for an envelope. She would probably join if she got an email going, would you like to rejoin your elementary school PTA? That will increase your membership with no effort on your part. What else did I want to talk to you about? The membership dinner. We are still making plans for that. Colleen and I are working behind the scenes, and we are really hoping that we can be together again. But I can't make you any promises. And I'm not going to share any details because it just doesn't matter right now what those details are if they all go up in kafooey. I need everybody to stay safe and ask us for questions. We are here for you. That is the beauty of PTA, is you're not alone. You have us, you have Nancy, you have each other. Talk about what you do that works at your school, and how do I suggest you begin to promote your PTA membership? Use your social media. If your school has a Facebook page, if your school has a website, with your principal's permission, you can put your Totem link out there. So all they have to do is click and join your PTA. With regards to the theme for the coming year, we don't have one at the state level yet or at the district level yet. You can have your own theme. That's the neat thing about PTA membership at your unit level. The ice cream scoop theme works amazing at the elementary school level. Maybe it doesn't play so well at the high school level. So decide your own theme. Nancy has a ton of ideas out there on theme ideas that we will share with you that you can pick or choose from, or you can create one that's truly uniquely your own. There is, based on what's going on in our world today, the theme, we're all in this together. I strongly recommend using that theme. We are all in this together. And if there was ever a time for PTA, it is today. When you talk about having a voice, PTA is an advocacy group. We are here to speak for the children. We are here to advocate for them. That's what your membership buys you. It buys you a seat at the table with your councilman. It buys you a seat at the table with LAUSD. It buys you a seat at the table with the governor of the state of California, so that you can say, please don't cut our budget by $10 billion. Give us the funds we need, because today more than ever, we need more money. We need to buy supplies for our kids like face masks, and we need to cut classes in half and hire more staff to clean out our classrooms. We need to have a voice at that table. So that's what your membership buys. Advocacy. That's what PTA is all about. I can't think of anything else. I know Kimberly and Colleen are out there, so if you have anything you want to pop in and say right now, this would be a great time. Thank you. Thank you so much for being our PTA membership chairs. You are the way we do what we do.
Thank you. Barbara, were there any questions that people asked in the chat at all that we have
What?
not addressed?
I frightened them into quiet submission.
We're all listening, Barbara.
All of a sudden it became overwhelming, and how important their job is we don't do anything without you. Without membership, there is no PTA.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You guys, you are the link between your school and the parents, your school and the teachers, your school and the students. So just make it a strong link. I've heard all the buzz Barbara has, but like I said, I don't want to throw it out there because I'm actually one of those parents who's ready to kick my kids back out to school and want school. I have 2 in high school, 1 in middle school. So they're dying inside. Not literally, but they would love to have the human interaction. I understand the concern over the diseases. I understand all of that. So I hope you guys out there all stay healthy, all stay happy. I am here to support you in any way, shape, or form. I don't know about y'all, but my kids are quieter than ever today, and I don't know how I got lucky enough to have that. But I thank you all for your time. I thank you all for being membership chairs at your schools. And if you guys want to I'd love to hear what schools are out there right now. Just say really quickly, kind of, I don't know, don't try to all talk at once, but say your name and your school, and then just kind of say goodbye, and we'll say goodbye one at a time.
It's Celindia Hallaby from San Jose Elementary, highly gifted.
Awesome. Hi.
Bye.
My name's Annie. I'm at Rio Vista Elementary in North Hollywood.
Welcome, Annie.
And this is my first year taking over the membership chair. So
you'll be great. You have a lot of support.
I sure do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ronnie Jenkins, Granada Hills TK12. So it's our first year.
Oh, welcome.
No predecessor.
Welcome, welcome. You have big shoes to fill.
Thank you.
I am Claudia Musherbash, and I am from Beckford Elementary.
Welcome, Claudia. You have a lot of Beckford moms.
I know. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ninfa Powell, and I'm from Dearborn Elementary School in Northridge.
Right. Welcome. I live right by Dearborn, so I'm close to you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Suhey Lizarraga, and I'm from Virginia Academy of Arts and Technology.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Thank you. Also first time, so I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. First timers, please reach out. Do not be afraid. You are not alone, especially being at home. I want to hear questions. I really, really do. Don't be quiet. I've been in your shoes. Luckily, I was at school sites and had a lot of people to tell me how to make this all happen. Barbara, Colleen, and Kimberly, who are on this call, are predecessors that I have leaned on in numerous ways to help me do this job.
Thank you.
Please don't stay quiet, guys.
I'm Delmi Portillo, and I'm from Haskell Steve Magnet.
Welcome, Delmi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I am Leslie Meneses, and also from Haskell Steve Magnet.
Hi, welcome.
Leslie.
I'm Taylor Gunter, and I'm from Chatsworth Park Elementary.
Welcome, Taylor.
Thank you.
Anyone else out there? What schools are out there? Is there anyone from Darby out there this year? Or Nobel or Milliken? High school? Is anyone from high school? Okay, well, I want to thank you guys for giving us your time and your attention. Barbara, Colleen, or Kimberly, anybody have anything to add? Otherwise, I think we're done for the day.
Can I ask one more question?
Absolutely, Taylor.
So when you said to get more of the membership cards, you had to pay and then it went to the IRA and then you get to pick up your cards. I thought that this is just what I've heard from last year, so that's why I'm confused. I thought the membership was 100% for the school. So is the school making the money, or is PTA membership going to the offices?
Oh, you're asking where does the money that you collect, where does that
Yeah, like our money, it's $10 membership. So where's that money actually going to? I'm just curious.
Barbara, you're better on the breakdowns of that because I don't
Absolutely.
know if that's changed as well.
$6.25 of it goes up through challenges as your per capita. So that's what you send to council, district, state, and national. And all you do as the PTA membership chair is send that $6.25 per member up through channels. And that goes, your president will take that to the council meetings. The balance of whatever, say you charge $10.
Yep.
The balance of that money goes into the PTA accounts. Now, membership technically is not a fundraising opportunity, but there are costs involved in your membership if you do incentives like a popsicle party or although I don't know how that will work this year. But if you do any kind of awards or rewards, you want to make sure that you have enough money set aside to cover those costs so that you're not a drain on your PTA budget.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was asking, because if we do...
But none of the money goes to the school. Zero. This is all PTA.
Okay, thank you.
It goes to your accounts. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. And then the other question was, how do you best tell us to get to the people in our school if we're not going to school and we don't have their emails?
Social media or your school, with your principal's permission, ask if you can put a PTA link on your school website so that you can have access to them. And remember, anything that you promote or put out there, you need to run past your president and your school administration first. So create your flyer, create your blurb, give it to your PTA president. Your PTA president will then talk to the school principal and make sure that it's appropriate for your audience. 99% of the time, they're going to come back and say, yeah, it's fine. 1% of the time, they'll find a typo or something. Or they'll go, you made this kind of threatening, like they have to join in some way and they didn't have a choice. So maybe we could rephrase that a little differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, social media is going to be pretty much the only way you're going to be able to talk to your audiences. So now is the time to set that up. And again, you want to do it
so hard. We've only got about 100.
But I promise you, you're not going to be on campus. You're not going to be sending flyers home. You're not going to be sending envelopes home. It's going to hurt our membership. It ties your hands.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Taylor.
So it's okay to go ahead and do everything digital, including the membership?
Yes.
Okay. And the spreadsheet, you can actually print it out and then just keep it for your records, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
I honestly, is it Celindia? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay. I never or rarely ever, unless we had like a student event where they get popsicles, then I would print out the list of only those who had popsicles. I rarely printed out my list. I kept it all digital. And the greatest thing with like Google Docs is I could have it on my phone. I could access it when I'm at school. I could access it on my laptop at home, wherever I'm at. That worked pretty well for me. So I don't waste the trees unless you really need them.
Right. Like what we did last year is like, we had printed out like little papers of like a pizza party or GK party or whatever, popsicle party. And then we would pass it out. And the most anticipated classes would get like, the pizza party or the popsicle party or whatever. That's how we did it. I don't know if anybody else does it like that.
Yeah. A lot of schools do it like that for sure. And you arrange it. I'm hoping Barbara and I can at some point sit down and chat over all of this and brainstorm of how we can truly help you with Colleen, who is Colleen still is M&O, right? Out there. I hope nobody's changed around this year.
No, it's still me.
We've been out of touch just as much as the rest of you, so including me. But I'm hoping that, Colleen and, Barbara, Kimberly, whoever, we can all brainstorm and figure out ways to help you, support you guys, because this is new to us as well.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Actually, two questions. You mentioned about the Excel spreadsheet. If you're using Totem solely, do you still need that?
Nope, because Totem creates it for you.
Oh, you're my best friend.
I
Second,
love Totem. I'm a huge fan. Because I
second,
like zero work.
second, as far as incentives and rewards that you guys have seen in the past, if you have a school that is very anti-food parties, cutting into educational time, what do you suggest?
If you can get coupons from some of your local, like Menchie's, or even like a local petting zoo that'll give you a coupon off on time to address science, or I don't know, a picnic in the park.
There's a lot of local businesses that'll give you a free scoop of ice cream, free Menchie's. Skateland, I'm going to have to talk with Vicki over there and see how she can help us and probably save their cost to create something digitally.
Got it. Okay.
They'll send it out that way.
Yeah, because I was just thinking if and when we do go back, as far as like our principal's not okay with rewarding the top class with a pizza party or letting them out early for recess, it can't interfere with education whatsoever and, you know, impede the classroom time or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I know about instructional time. Trust me, they'll keep those minutes, and I understand that completely.
Barbara, I'm holding up a card that we use Menchie's. We know the lady. We do our fundraising with her all the time, and she provides, you know, provides these cards for us. Buy one get one free, things like that. We can use that if we're to do for the membership, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And Roneen, to go back to your question and for everybody else, I think we're going to end up having to create incentives that are not school-based, that they are, you know, CPK gives out a bookmark, but it's a free kids meal. Or I know, oh my gosh, since I don't eat out a lot, I'm trying to think of the restaurants. Chili's.
Islands, In-N-Out. Yeah. Okay.
They're all very helpful with the community. And I have a feeling because they're all struggling with the lack of extra business that they normally have, they'd be willing to help a little bit.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right. Great questions, guys.